So this is lab 6B. So first we should start with the area. So smallest. So read only memory. Then start. So how to declare an array? It's of 32 size, 32 bit. So how to declare array? You can specify the label. So I'm giving value 1 as the name of the array. Okay. So I'm declaring array of size 32 bit. So I should use what? Should use DCD. Okay. DCD in order to, if I give DCD, it's a 32 bit storage. Okay. So I will give DCD and some hexadecimal number. This is first value 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I suppose I will give 8. Okay. So initialize the array. This is 3. So I have taken an array of 8 elements. Okay, these are the elements. So what should be the count? If I take the first element, what should be the remaining count? What should be the count? So if I there are 8 elements, right? So if I take one element as the smallest element, so the remaining count will be, I take this element as the smallest element, so the remaining count will be 7. So that's why I will initialize R5 with a 7. Okay. And next, how to take the first value? So I will store LDR. So this is for
Value
store.
1.
Yeah. So value 1. I need to take the address, right? So address of the array. So first address of the array I need to take. So for that I will take register R1. Okay. And I will store the address into the R1. So how to store address? So I can give us equal to. Okay. If I give equal to, so it means that the base address of the array will be stored in the register R1. Okay. So if I have the base address, so suppose if I want to store the element into the register R2, so what should be the value? LDR brackets R1, right? So this will store the first value and I need to point to the next value. So what should be the what should be the index? So it is hash 4. So why we have done this? So R1 is pointing to the first address, right? So once I store the value to register R2, so I need to move to the next value. So in order to move to the next value, it is a 32-bit size. So that's why I am adding 4. So if I add 4, so the address what I'm pointing, R1 is pointing, it will be updated to the next value, starting address of the next value. So that's why I'm doing 4. So if a question is asked for only 16, then I need to add 2. And if it is asked for 8, then I need to add 1, right? So since it is a 32-bit, so why I'm telling you, because I will be asking in the test for different size. Okay, so we are adding 4 here in order to uh, point to the next location. So what type of indexing it is?
Post index.
Yes, post index. So post index is, first we are going to use the address, and after that we are going to update the address. So that is the post index. Okay, so here in the R2, I'm having the first value. So assuming that this is the smallest element. So if I take the first element, I need not compare with any value, right? Because it is the starting value. So first I'll consider this as a smallest. With this value, I'm going to compare the other values, the second value. If the second value is smaller, then I will swap. Otherwise, I will skip and I will move to the next element. Right. So now how to get the second element? So since I need to come back for I have to iterate for all the elements in an array. So I need to use a label. So I will use a loop label, so that I will come back, come back and start executing from here. Okay. So how to store the next element? So in the R2 have the second element. So first element. So I need to have second element. So second element I can take it as LDR in any other register. Say R4, I will take R4 from the address. Then I need to point to the next element. So again hash 4. So this, from this I will get the second element R4. Now I have two elements R2 and R4. So I need to compare these two, and depending upon the value, so I need to branch. Okay. So how to compare? So compare instruction is CMP, right? CMP R2 comma R4. The content of R2, the content of R2 is subtracted with the R4. So if the value is greater or a 0, then I need to branch, right? Otherwise I need to swap the content. So that is greater. So here we are finding the smallest. So earlier what instruction we used for greater? What was the branch instruction?
BHI.
Yeah, BHI, right? Correct, no? BH.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here we can use the smallest in order, if the value is small, then we can use this branch instruction called as BLS. Okay. So earlier we used HI, HS or HI? One sec. I think we have used BHI, right? Higher BHI. So here it is BLS. So BLS stands for branch if the value is R, when we subtract the value. Okay, if we subtract the value, then the value will be either 0 or positive or negative, right? So if this value is less than less than R4, what will be the result? It's a positive or negative or a 0. if R2 is less than R4, so the what will be the result?
Negative.
Yeah, it will be negative value. So negative, okay, if both are equal also it will be 0, right? So this ls stands for if the value is less than or equal to 0. The bls stands for ls stands for if the R2 value is less than or equal, then I need to no need to swap, right? So I no need to swap means I need to skip instruction, swap instruction. Okay, so I should skip the instruction. Otherwise, if R2 is greater than R4, then I need to shift the contents of R4 to the R2. So that's why I will write, I will swap, move R2 comma R4. So if the value R2 is greater than R4, I need to swap. Since I'm finding the smallest element, so always the smallest element should be there in the register R2. Okay, so that's why it is move R2 comma R4. So if R2 is less than R4, then I need to skip this particular instruction. So I have written as BLS loop 1. So I should start loop 1 here, right? Okay, any doubt up to here? So now, so we have skipped the instruction. So it means that at present I'm whatever is there in the R2, that will be the lowest. Then I need to compare for the next element. So I have compared only the first and second element. Now I have to go up to 7 elements, correct? So I have in the array, I have 8 elements. The first element I have taken in the R1. So remaining 7 I have to do. So one in the 7 I have done with 1. So I have remaining 6 elements. So that's why I have written this. I have taken the value into the loop R5. So I need to reduce that value by 1. So that's why we need to write subtract. So subtract R5 with R5 comma 1, right? So next compare. So check whether we have reached the last element. Okay, so until this becomes 1, so it's not equal to, I have to go from, so I have to start comparing the next element. So that's why I'll write BNE loop. Okay, so once the comparison, once it becomes equal, right? Once they becomes equal, then no need to go for the loop. So next instruction should be, I need to store that to a variable. So I will just, so first I will declare a, I will take a variable. So I'll put that variable in the data section. Okay. So I will declare it as data section. So I'll define, I'll take this variable. So if it has reached the end, so I should store that to a variable. So here I should use, first I need to have, I need to get the address where exactly this result is stored. So that's what I'll take it as. I'll put that value in some register, say R7, R7 equal to result. Okay. So the address where exactly this variable is stored, so that it will be uh, stored into the register R7. So in order to store the contents of a register into a memory, so I should use str store instruction, store R7. So the, sorry, R2 is the where exactly I have the result, right? So R2 in the memory location R7. Okay. So this is how to find the smallest element in an array. So in order to see the result, I should put some branch instruction, otherwise it, the program will execute from once again. So that's what I will write, stop. So come. This is lab 6B. Yeah. What is the error here? So what is the error? Can you tell?
So we should use DCD.
Yeah, correct. So if in order to allocate the number of bits for this particular memory location, so we need to use DCD. So DCD is missing. Yeah, no error. The first element is the smallest element, so the swapping will not take for this example. Okay, we'll see. So R5, I have 8 elements. So if I take the first element, so remaining will be 7. I'm storing the value first element into the register R2. So you can see 3 is loaded into the register R2. Next, I'm taking the next element. So the next element is 10. What do you mean by 10? What is the decimal equivalent? What is the decimal equivalent of 10? Think you should be quick enough to tell. So values will be given in decimal, and you need to convert into hexadecimal for your understanding. Okay, hexadecimal, and you need to convert to the decimal. So this what we are doing. This next element we are taking into the register R4. So R4 we are comparing with the R2, and since it is less than, so the BLS loop will be executed. So we'll jump to the will and again so back to, so this will continue until the value becomes so until it becomes 1. So then we are having the result into the register R2. So you can see the smallest element is 2. So unknown. So there are no other values. So we have not executed this instruction. So the result will be 0, 3 that we are storing into memory. Yeah. So it will loop here only. So this is the program to find the smallest element in an array. So check. So suppose if I take the value here, so now it should give 1. Yeah. So the smallest element in this array is 1. So you can see that so 1 is loaded into the register R2. Okay. So this is the program number 6. So if you have any doubts, please discuss. Otherwise, you code it and just upload into the GCR. Any doubt?
No, sir.